Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a bit of a rematch between movie and sAviOr here on Requiem. Bottom side is our purple Zerg, it is sAviOr. And on the right side, we've got our pinkish Protoss, it is a movie, maybe tan. And, oh, so the observer here is Hydra, and he's glitching his SCVs through this mineral field using a very well-known glitch. Here on Requiem, an outsider, and any map that has minerals blocking off access to another part of the map here. So I want to see these SCVs fight to the death. Do it. Do it. Fight. Ah, just hiding them. All right. My bloodlust will have to wait for another day. So I cast a game between these two players back in March, which is a couple of months ago here. And I'm not going to tell you who won, but it was an excellent CVP. And I hope this one also lives up to the billing of these two excellent players. Left behind. Command center covering up. And, yeah, so let's see what the build orders for these players are. It's a 4-player map, so hatch firsting is an option here for sAviOr. It's always an option, but if it's a 2-player map, hatch firsting is a little bit more dangerous, right? Right, so not a forge first, a gateway first. And overpooling. Overpooling here from sAviOr. Dun, dun. Okay, so the previous game between these two players featured a lot of Corsairs, couple of Reavers, and Disruption Web. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll put a link to the previous game in the description. And I'm not entirely sure if we're going to see Disruption Web again, because it's used so infrequently, but maybe we will. Maybe we will indeed. Probe. Trying to block natural expansion. Nothing doing, because 2 drones beats 1 probe any day of the week, and ka-chow at 11 supply. Alright, so everything is good. 3 Zerglings on the way. The probe says, are those Zerglings? Are those drones? I don't know. I can't tell. Let's take a look. Let's see what we get here from our eggs. And the answer is going to be something. The answer is definitely Lings, which the probe, there we go, is sticking around. See what it is, and there we go. 6 Lings pop out. The probe's like, hey, come kill me. Don't run across the map and try to win the day here. Those Zealots are blocking that ramp, though. It's going to be hard for Lings to do much. Oh, they got the probe pretty quick. I took a second to look away, and I was figuring the probe would be alive, but no. Sniped it right off. There are some drones on the way now, though, so the 6 Lings exist for defense and just for offense here. Overlord sees there's only 2 Zealots holding the line, but still really difficult to get through if you are these Zerglings. Cybernetics core on the way, not expanding yet. It's a weird map for expanding. Very hard to defend your second base as a Protoss player here, so he's not doing that yet. Not yet, anyway. So yeah, Zealots holding the line as they do. Overlord says, okay, Cybernetics core up. A Dragoon is probably on the way, and there is one robotics facility on the follow-up. This Overlord sees everything, so scouting advantage definitely going to the Zerg, at least for the first couple of minutes here. But as soon as the Dragoon pops out, be able to deny any of these Overlords and their scouting patterns. And it's another hatchery. So going macro hatch pretty quickly before any other tech. There we go. Now the lair starts. We don't have a Hydralisk gen or anything. So macro hatching it here on 2 bases on Requiem. I don't think these Lings are going to be able to get through here at all. I'd be very shocked if that were to happen. But anyway, Stargate opening. Shocked by that? No. Is anyone surprised by that? Not at all. Going to get some Corsairs. This is a pretty good map for Corsairs too. Like a lot of places to fly and lose stuff that's trying to track you, like Hydras and stuff. It's a very weird map, like the Requiem here. Neo Pache and Requiem, as our guy, well, from the Assassin's Creed series might say. I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden. It's Altair in Assassin's Creed 1, and then Assassin's Creed like 2 through 4 is Ezio Auditore. That is his name. I like Ezio a lot. I think most people like Ezio a lot. And it kind of helps to get to see him kind of grew up in the Assassin's Creed series, right? He's just kind of a child as Assassin's Creed 2 starts. He grows into young adulthood, and then he gets into middle age, and throughout the, like, Assassin's Creed Revelations and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, he's still the star of the show. And he's older. He's older, he's wiser, he's mellowed, and he's just, you know, as far as the lore of Assassin's Creed is concerned, he's pretty much responsible for bringing the Assassin Brotherhood back into prominence. Nice Ling stuff there. Really wants to kill this Overlord, and these Lings are like, no. How about you leave our Overlord alone? He's a good boy. He hasn't done any harm to you except scouting you, which is actually a bit of a problem. So Corsair flights in, sees the spire, says, all right, cool. So there's not much to actually deal with this, which is why I think that has to be a spore. Although the Overlords are hiding pretty well. I guess there's one right here, not hiding very well at all, is it? Oh, actually gets the Dragoon. Wait, did the Overlord die too? Oh, I gotta see that. I was so distracted. We're gonna go back a little bit. I know some of you hate this, I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, so Overlord's here, taking a ton of damage. We're gonna follow this really closely, apparently. And gets a oh yeah, simultaneous death. Dragoon dies as the Overlord dies. Okay, nice, interesting little play there for sure. See, now this is where you don't have a spire yet. And you don't have a Hydralisk den, and you don't have any spores, and the Corsair's like, am I allowed to do this? Can I just sit over a base and not have anything shooting at me at all? And the answer is yes. You absolutely can if the Zerg player didn't go for anything that shoots up at all in the first 6 minutes of the game. Seriously, though, we're 6 minutes into this thing, and SAviOr's like, who needs a spire? I don't have one yet. Who needs a Hydralisk den? Who needs any spores? Not me. Definitely not worth it to get a spore upgrade to try to keep my Overlords alive for a minute. Not at all. Dude, this Corsair's like, are these still not static defense? For me, anyway. Yeah, Corsairs are just owning the skies right now. There are 2 sets of Scourge and 3 Mutalisks in production, though. So that should be enough to shove this stuff away. I mean, they know their spire's done. These eggs are something that can cause me problems. So yeah, they decide to run for it. This guy does not run for it. Then he runs for it. Oh, takes a hit. Doesn't take a second hit as Scourge. No, not very careful there from SAviOr. All right, so second base getting walled off. This is such an awkward second base to try to take as a Protoss. You hate it, right? It's so wide open. There's such a huge area that you have to kind of wall off to deal with Ling stuff. Oh yes, here we go. The Reaver shenanigans. It's a couple eggs. The shuttle this guy came in on is gone. He gets 2 drones and dies, and a couple eggs die too. So, some value on that Reaver. Pretty good drone pull there from SAviOr as well. 39 to total 50 supply right now. Another Reaver's in production, working on Air +1. Really gonna rely on these Corsairs in this game, which is a ZVP on Requiem. It's like a ZVP on Outsider is the same way. You really do rely heavily on your Corsairs. Just because, I don't know, there's a lot of wide open dead airspace for drops to come in. A lot of places for Overlords to sit, and just Corsairs are good at all of that stuff. Policing, attacking. Third base coming up left side here from SAviOr. And we got a little Ragnasaur hanging out. Like, hey guys. Oh, hey! Ah! Oh, wow. Then Ragnasaur gets murdered. All right, so we have to root for SAviOr now. Because critter murderers do not get a pass in my book on this channel. Absolutely not. We are rooting for SAviOr now. I am sorry, movie. We appreciate what you're into. We appreciate the skill you're showing so far, but you killed a Ragnasaur for really no reason. He wasn't blocking your Nexus. He was right here. He wasn't blocking anything. You had just let him be. Let him be next time. This Corsair group's getting a little intense. There's 7 of them. +1 attack's about to finish on these boys. And, yeah, they're a pretty formidable force. Mutas, I keep saying this, Mutas are not great against Protoss. Just because Corsairs exist. Like, if your Protoss opponent doesn't open Stargate, then sure. Go all the Mutalisks you want. Like, Mutas are pretty good against everything else, generally. I guess not Archons, but they can run away from Archons. Corsairs are fast, and they murder them. Connecting. Nope. Nope, nope. Yep, see, no connections at all. None whatsoever. Evolution Chamber is on the way. Oh, did he not even have an Evo Chamber? He couldn't upgrade these to Spores because he didn't have an Evo Chamber. I love this little 3 Mutalisk harass play. Yep, we're going to take down significant tech structures with 3 Mutalisks. It'll take us a while, so bear with us, please, as we slowly whittle away at the HP on this robo. I like how the Corsairs are like, we don't care. We're hunting overlords. We're keeping you supply blocked. It's very supply blocked. Corsairs here. And yeah, we're here in time to save the robo because it takes 87 years for mutas to kill a robo. So they're flying back home. Moderately injured to very injured on the spectrum of injury. Left side base is done here for sAviOr at 3 total bases. Hydras? No. Bad Hydras. Don't go in here. There's 2 Reavers and cannons, and there's a shield battery up. No, let's not do that. Oh, man. This supply block is just so hard. It's just so hard to deal with this many Corsairs if you are a Zerg player. They're not going to engage with your Scourge ever. They're not going to engage with your Hydras. Even if you can get some free shots off, they just don't really care. They're not bothered by that, right? Dude, these mutas are going to get the robo. Check this action out. Come on, Mutalisks, we believe in you. You believe in you. Let's go. And absolutely not. All these are dead. Wait. Oh, 15 HP. All the mutas died for nothing. They did not kill what they were trying to kill. Sadness. Oh, did we get some Lings trying to come in here? What was that? It's a 0-kill Reaver. Does the Zealots have some kills? Oh, we're just sending like Lings in to see what's up here, I guess. The Hydras all went back home. The Hydras are here for defensive purposes. We did invest in a Spore. sAviOr did. Look at that. So investing in a Spore here. Really worried about further, I don't know, Reaver drops showing up. Because this Reaver count is, well, it's 1, but there's another one up here. Where are you going? Where are you going, shuttle? Well, the 3rd base, obviously. Where else would I go? The answer here seems to be, well, the 3rd base. That is a single Sunken defending it. And, okay, the Hydras, they recognize what's up. Oh, I like this little trap we've sprung. Like, you have to come through. Oh, that's good. But just too fast. Shuttles with speed and Corsairs are fast. It's hard to execute a trap that they can't slip out of, right? All right, Reaver unloading. Oh, with a burrow. I didn't realize we got burrow. We got burrow, sAviOr did. Okay, sAviOr's doing some good stuff here. Canceling his own eggs because he knows the Reavers are going to be a problem. The Hydras can't even get back here. And all the mutas are gone because we used them trying to kill a robo that didn't die. Oh, this is insane. That's just a dead 3rd base. Movie. Doing some work. Really just keeping the Zerg players support another supply block. And another. You think you could have finished that up? Well, that's a dead overlord too. Yeah, he's just not getting greedy here. Yeah, 3rd hatch, or 2nd hatch rather, down. 3rd hatch still fine. 2nd hatch is down. Movie. Taking advantage of what this map has to offer. The Hydras are not very good. Oh, we found a pack of overlords here. That's a supply block. That's a further supply block. Oh, and then the Reavers show up at the 3rd base. Ah! Like 4 drones died up there. And, okay. So is this just GG? Are we at 13 minutes and this game is over? Because it kind of feels like it is. There's nothing saving this. There's nothing saving this at all. Reavers are good. Reavers are so, oh yeah. And then just pick up and get out instantly. Don't need to stick around. No need to wait for anything. My goodness gracious. All right, so yeah, 3rd base gone. Natural base getting rebuilt. Protoss players got a 3rd base rolling. Looking really, really good. Oh, he goes for a fleet beacon. Is this, in fact, Corsairs? Or Disruption Web? Yeah, so he's going Disruption Web again. In game 2 of kind of this little sneaky best of 3, kind of. I mean, again, game 1 on this map between these 2 players was back in March, so. Ow, ow. Yeah, man, I do not see a path forward at all. Oh, we got drop. We got drop. Hey, couple Reaver. Oh, 1 Reaver died. The other one got saved. 1 Reaver died as vengeance for all of the dead bases and drones and Hydras that have died here today. The great drone transfer coming into the natural base. It's 91 to 58 supply. Like, again, I understand that Zerg's going to be down in supply to Protoss. I understand that. But this is too much. Oh, I guess we did manage. sAviOr did to take a kind of a 4th base up here, which that's where he was sending most of his drones, I guess. And his 3rd base is coming back. But it's a 3-basing Protoss versus a 3-basing Zerg right now. And the Protoss controls the skies because I don't think he's lost a single Corsair yet. I'm pretty sure he hasn't. I have not really seen one go down. I haven't seen the number go down at all either. So brutal. This is a really well executed strategy here from Movie. Just doing work, making more Corsairs, getting +2 attack. And it's got the disruption web, so these Hydras can be nullified. Like, they set up in a really nice position, like right here, right? And then, blah, disruption web. And they can't sit here. They have to go here, which is not as good for them, or down here, which is not good for them, or pull back, which is also not as good for them. There is no safe place for these Hydras right now. Trying to get up additional spores, but man, every spore you build is just one more worker that dies. 38 to 32 workers, which is surprisingly decent on the worker count here. Is sAviOr. I guess he hasn't lost too many drones to Reaver attacks. It's mostly just been focusing on hatchery deaths, which is pretty neat, actually. All right, so Hydra's picking at this corner, trying to avoid the attacks of these cannons here. Yeah, they're going to get the assimilator, and here comes a big drop into the main base. Disruption web is used really effectively, and none of the Scourge connect. And this is just, everything dies. Everything Zerg dies here. Getting the Spire would be pretty nice, honestly. Yeah, so the Spire goes down. Getting shots off on the lair here, too. Ow, ow, spore down. The Hydras don't even want to engage in here at all. This is a really nice position. Trying to bring Scourge in from all directions. I think they killed a single Corsair. Oh, the disruption web is just finding these Hydras. I don't know. More disruption web. So much disruption web. The Hydras, okay, they can actually find a bit of an angle. Oh, gosh. Ow, ow. That guy's inside a disruption web, and he was barely touching the corner. So yeah, it looks like... Nope. I thought sAviOr would be able to get rid of this. No, absolutely not. I'm trying to bring some Lings in. You just let a shot get off. There you go. Murder about 17 Zerglings with one Scarab shot. And okay, so one of the Reavers dies, but it's 95 to 62 supply. And taking a 4th base down in the bottom right here is Movie. Woo! This is some really good Protoss play out of Movie. I am utterly impressed by what he's pulling off here today. It's disgusting. It is disgustingly effective. Every Zerg player watching this is cringing, being like, oh, my Hydralisks. Oh, more Hydras try to jump into the natural. No, say the Reavers. You're not. Do we have the upgrade? No, we don't have the +25 Scarab damage upgrade. I mean, it's not really necessary here. If you're dealing with Ultras, getting that upgrade is nice. But against Hydras, you're one shot's down. If that's not being too redundant, which it probably is. So, I mean, the good news here for sAviOr is he's still got 40 workers. He's at 80 total supply. He's got 1 million Hydralisks with +2 attack, which is nice. And, I mean, there's not much of a standing army here from Movie, right? Like, he doesn't have a ton of Zealots. He's got 1 million Corsairs. One of those Corsairs have 19 kills. Is that what I just saw? One of these Corsairs, I think, has 19 kills. Is that another supply block? That's another supply block, because why not? Hydras are here to cause problems for him. They just fly away. Takes way too many hits from a Hydra to kill these guys. Maybe I was misreading. Ah, yes. Little casual disruption web. Oh, that's a lot of dead drones there. The Hydras are just getting... The Scarabs can only come through the top side, which is a little bit hilarious. But I think... I don't want to call GG. I don't want to caster curse this thing, but this is some excellent Reaver shuttle shenaniganry with Corsair support. Look at the giant cloud of Scourge. I'm a Zerg player, and all I can do is laugh at that. These Scourge are getting nothing done. I almost feel like you need some ensnare, maybe? Like, slow down the attack speed of the Corsairs and prevent them from running away or splitting. And then you bring the Scourge in. It's just so many Corsairs. It is so many Corsairs. I don't even know what's happening over here. Oh, a Hydra drop. Well, isn't that nice? Little Hydra drop once again. Complete lack of standing army today. Seems like it might come back to bite Movie in the long run. He doesn't really have the money to make 10 Zealots with speed, though, does he? Does he need to do that? If sAviOr's knocked down to, like, this mining base and that's it, he has no mining happening in his natural. His third base is dead. His fourth base is dead. Oh, Scourge got some connects. Scourge got some connects. I think, ooh, really nice connects. That was 12 Corsairs a minute ago. We're getting increased Corsair energy. I don't remember what that one is called. Oh, never mind. Looks like maybe the shuttles are fine. Oh, never mind. That one's dead. Yeah, it's the increased energy for Corsairs. I'm really trying to remember what it is, but now they have 250 available total in their pool if they're full. Dude, it's 89 to 48 supply, and I mean, have we made anything except a 1 or 2 Dragoons and a couple Zealots today other than the shuttle Corsair Reaver stuff? I don't think we have. So this is almost like an exercise in a movie, just trying to do a single very weird strategy on this map and getting a lot of amazing success with it. He's trying to split the drones so that one Scourge hits, or one Scarab hits one drone, but it's 15 minerals for a single Scarab, and I mean drones are 50, so even if you only kill one drone, it's totally worth it. All right, bottom left base here by sAviOr is up. That's nice, but he's at 29 workers. He's down 97 to 49. 97 to 49 supply, which we're 21 minutes in. The Zerg player has not been able to get in the full swing of things at all here today. Not even a little tiny bit. Every time he gets a base, Reavers show up and murder it. The Corsair count, I don't know. I don't know how many kills Scourge have got today against Corsairs, but the group's back up to 11. Oh, there we go. Citadel of Adun. Maybe we can get some speed on the Zealots that don't exist and deal with these Hydras. Maybe force sAviOr. Ow. Maybe forcing sAviOr to go Lurker Tech, which I don't think he really has the money for at all. Okay. All right. Handled that. A Reaver dies. That's always a good thing. Templar Archives on the way. I mean, casually sitting on 4 bases. Another drop coming into the main. Dude, we're not even at Hive Tech today. Disruption Web. Burrow! Burrow the 2 drones that exist in the main base right now. Scourge! Scourge are just so bad against huge numbers of Corsairs. And there's I guess you plague them. Maybe that makes it a lot easier, but okay, here we go. Everybody coming in. A couple of Corsairs do go down. Nothing connects on that one. The Disruption Web is pretty sick. So many Scourge not really paying for themselves. GG! sAviOr taps out and Movie is your runner. In 23 minutes, an absolutely ginormous bloodbath on behalf of Movie here today. We're gonna... I mean, we're going to see an incredible units lost tab here on the score screen from sAviOr today. I feel like we are. And yeah, it was just Reavers and Corsairs and a couple shuttles. Maybe 3 Zealots were made today. Maybe 1 Dragoon. We have how many gateways? 3, 4. 4 total gateways for a 23-minute game. And double Stargate. And double robotics facility. This is such a weird strategy, but it was so effective here today on Neo Requiem. Man, hit that like button, especially if you're a Protoss player. Woo, takes a lot of control to pull this off, but when you can win, it is super demoralizing for the Zerg. How many bases were killed by Reavers today? 1, the natural base, 2, the third base and the fourth base. And I think, did this one die? It's at least 5 hatch kills today, and I think one of them got killed twice. Insane. He didn't even get... Okay, that's the thing. Against hatcheries, the plus 25 buff would be pretty good for these scarabs. Extra 25 damage per scarab hit would really help when you're trying to take down an entire lair. But didn't bother. Didn't even bother with that. I mean, that was crazy, crazy stuff here. And look, I don't know. Do you try to go for Dark Swarm? Like, maybe that's your best answer. Is just go, like, Massling Hydra, tech up to Dark Swarm. Bam, Dark Swarm, all of these cannons, bring your Hydras and Lings in. Or I guess the Lings in. Murder everything. Yes, you're going to lose a lot of Lings to this Hydra or this Reaver stuff. But once you're through, there's just not a lot. The Reavers can't kill every possible thing. Maybe they could. Maybe they could. But anyway, I'm just trying to think of alternate strategy for sAviOr here. Seems real difficult. Maybe some Devourers would be good. 123 to 90,000 total supply here. Woof. sAviOr produced 343 units and killed 43. That kill death ratio is a 225 to 43, which is not... It's like a 3-to-1 kill death ratio today for a movie. That's so good. So good. And then movie outspends the Zerg opponent by 35 to 31,000. And that's it, man. That's everything you can ever hope for as a Protoss player to get that win. So movie, absolute balls. Oh, insanely good stuff. So that right there is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of the StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.